Today we welcome Ali Nazih from Gulfland Property Developers. Welcome, Ali.
Welcome. Hello, Pamela. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem to you and to everyone watching us.
Thank you. Today we'll just be having a friendly conversation a little bit about the property market and Gulfland Properties. Let's start. So, what guarantees reassure investors about delivery, do you think?
In Dubai, there is many sectors for that can ensure you. And today, the major part of it is that for every project you launch in the market, there's always an escrow account. And that assures the clients also that their money is not going to any outsource or the developer directly. And at the same time, also, obviously, they can always track where the developer is with their construction through the Dubai Rest app. And they will see that the construction always is progressing. And this guarantees to them that they will have a delivery for the project, especially in Dubai. Again, there isn't, any projects not being delivered.
Yes.
Delayed more or less, but they always being delivered.
Yeah, I think this creates a safety net, investors and international investors to be able to track and know that their money is safe.
True, especially, for now in Dubai, it's attracting a lot of international buyers. They mostly are reallocating in Dubai today as well. They're not just buying to invest. This to them also, since they don't have it, anywhere else in the world probably. So to them, Dubai is also not just the safest city, but the safest place to put their money as well.
How is escrow structured?
The reason of that came behind it is basically because of all the projects before that we're launching, but then people invest their money, but then they don't know where the money is gone because the developer all of a sudden exits, they can't continue whatsoever. The Dubai's government, what they did is they brought the portal, which is the platform of an escrow, which is connected between the developer and the land department. So it's in a way or another, to make it easier for the audience, it's a middleman, between the seller and the buyer. Today, for every developer, before launching their projects, they have to have a certain amount of money that is also in the escrow to assure
like
that the developer,
yes.
to assure that the developer has the cash flow to be able to construct and do the projects.
Yes.
And their clients, they pay directly to the escrow account, which is under the project name, not the developer, which means that even if, for God forbid, any developer could not, complete their project, it will always be with the escrow account. So whoever would come next to take over the project takes it over with the escrow account. It doesn't really matter today if the project is stopped or not. What matters if the escrow account is active.
This way, I think the investors, when they transfer directly to the escrow account, which is under the project, it gives them more clear if the money is going.
Definitely.
And it's not going to go anywhere.
Exactly. And it makes them feel safe and sound
yes,
about their investment. Definitely.
Whereas in other real estate markets, it's really not the same.
They don't.
When we talk about that.
And not much of real estate markets overseas also, they have a freehold. Them, they go for 99 years or whatsoever.
Leasehold,
so also the opportunity that UAE and Dubai is giving to their buyers is that they can own the property forever. Not just for a temporary period of time.
I think once that was available to the UAE market, since it wasn't available from a long time,
True.
It's made investors want to invest more here and international buyers to be attracted to the Dubai market even more.
In fact, it brought a very major key factors in the market. And today also you had certain areas that were not freehold. They became freehold areas. And this, if anything, it's attracting more and more international buyers, as you said, to invest in Dubai.
What is your delivery track record, let's say?
See, we are a boutique developer to begin with, right? And Gulfland Property Developers, very niche with their products. We go very slow and accurate with our launching our projects. We choose right locations. And we always try to leave the pool or pipeline for our clients to also make money with us, not just, to be satisfied with the quality that we give or with the projects that today we deliver. So far we established actually Gulfland since 2022. And so far we have had around 4 projects on our pipeline. 2 have been already handed over. One is very nearby actually to be handed over as well. We're speaking about end of this year. And our project that we are selling today, which is also a branded project, it will be delivered within a year and a half. So far we have not had really any, delays or whatsoever. We are within the grace period that always the land department gives to us as a developer.
This grace period comes with many considerations on what's upcoming in the area and for there not to be more supply in the area.
Exactly.
Also the approximate time frame that it takes allows the investor to actually make some capital appreciation when they do this investment, which is
we just don't launch every 15 hours a project.
Yes. That's what makes you a boutique developer.
True. slow and steady.
How do you manage the delays or corrections? We did mention that you don't really have any delays.
See, our delays is within a grace period of time. Also, after a years of experience in the market, and for someone that was born and raised in Dubai as well, I would definitely tell you. Also, with our delays that we had with our buyers, they were always happy as well. Going back to your point, where they are making money, so they are not really, they haven't invested their money in a project which, let's say, even if it did delay, devaluated. In fact, with also the delay that is happening, but also there is appreciation. So our buyers have been so happy so far with us.
Well, that's really good to hear, to be honest. And what ROI expectations should investors realistically adopt in today's market?
Depending, obviously, see, today investors, they have to know the entry point and the exit point for every purchase of property that they make. And I believe also it's very important for them to know the location. Real estate is all about location, and regardless, how today Dubai's infrastructure is completely healthy in every area, but location still plays a very big role, and that's where our knowledge has to implement on the investor to advise them in where they have today to put their money and what's their expectation.
For sure.
Dubai's ROIs today, it goes net from 7 up to 10%, more or less, for the long-term rentals. Mm-hmm. There are also certain projects that they give you a short-term rentals as well, where today if the buyer manages their short-term rentals themselves, they would probably reach up to 13% even, in fact.
Exactly.
So again, it depends where they are investing, in what project, what location, and who is managing it for them.
I think that's very important. Why should investors choose you over other developers, let's say, in the market?
Well, you said it yourself. We are a boutique developer, very niche with our product. We go very low with our supplies, so we guarantee also the demand on our product. And as I told you, we choose the locations. And it's all about locations.
It's definitely about locations.
If you look at our history records, we have been, all our projects, in fact, they have been in a very healthy locations, and not just healthy in terms of capital appreciations, but also of return of investments that they are having and making. So far,
this
so good.
Is very important
Definitely.
for investors,
Definitely.
to be honest. And what incentives are available for early buyers, let's say, in your projects?
The earlier you enter any off-plan project, just our projects, but to be fair and square with all the projects today in Dubai, the earlier you enter, or with the pre-launch phase or the launch phase, you always get the privileges also of price tickets and the entry price. And today also, I believe we as Gulfland property developers, we always also give a priority for our existing owners, pre-existing buyers that bought with us, to also guarantee their entry ticket, to also guarantee their exit would be with money, basically.
And I think the earlier they invest, the better it is for them to make this a little bit of incentive or appreciation for
throughout
the
the construction
and throughout it, yes.
But also we have to mention something here, that real estate in general, it has always been about the long term. And I think today this is what's been happening in the market, is the mixed match of promises that are coming to buyers, and the expectations of making a high capital appreciation in a very short period, which is not realistic. To be very realistic, long-term is always, and real estate is all about long-term.
And this is why we understand that developers sometimes take 3 to 4 years to actually develop a project. This doesn't mean it cannot be finished before. It can. However, this is how long it would take for you to make the good capital appreciation in the area that you're investing in. And I think that's very important.
It is, yes. Especially, again, as you said, I wouldn't say the longer they take with building the project, but with having a proper structure on when they're launching and the construction progress and the time frame itself, as you said, that makes a huge difference for the investors, definitely.
How are you building market credibility?
There are several, today, the Dubai market, it's competitive. The competition is very strong. And one of the things today we are doing to build that credibility is me being here with you. Definitely brings also, credibility to us and to the developer. And I believe today is not to put it in a percentage wise, but there is a lot of, major also factors to play a role with the marketing and how you represent yourself to the market, and also your product throughout the journey of you being a developer. Your product speaks about itself. And when you are giving a high quality, good, good return of equity, good return of investments, a very good entry and exit point to the buyers, this all builds your credibility. And when you also hand over in time, all of those, it's a package that you need to deliver, especially again, in Dubai's market. You have to have a checklist for all this package to make sure that you are representing yourself in the right way.
We're going to talk a little bit about the marketing perspective of things. Which marketing tools are helping you build the trust faster, let's say, with investors?
Each and every platform today also has a bubble. It has a certain people that are also smart investors. We personally, as Gulfland, we use each and every platform today. So we look into obviously Google ads and Facebook ads. However, also we focus on our platforms such as our Instagram page. We try to always build trust throughout these platforms with our buyers, especially again with our product that we are also selling. It's not just attractive for local market, but in fact it's also international market.
Agreed.
And for them to be able to reach out to us, we have to also reach to them. That's the only way we can reach to them is throughout the social media today. It's the trend.
It is the trend, yes, and we need to follow it until it dies out. Let's
so
say.
far so good.
Yeah,
so far so good.
Exactly.
So far so good.
Do you think influencer tours and PR features drive confidence in Gulfland?
Not just trust, I believe also they influence a lot of impression. They want to give to the market about us in the right way. And they have a very big also, factors today in Dubai. We can't...
Their audience as well. And
very
such,
big audience.
yes.
They
yes.
have a very nice reach, a very
Yes.
big reach, not just locally, internationally. As we did actually collaborate with few as well recently. We're always open to collaborate with people that will give us the best credibility in the market.
Of course.
Definitely.
Of course. Do you think the broker partnerships or digital campaigns are more impactful,
Well,
let's say?
brokers definitely is the major fact. See, today, for every developer, regardless, a master developer or a boutique developer, I believe, if I would have to put it in percentage, 60, 70% of their, of their market audience or their clients is coming through brokers. And we as Gulfland property developers, I mean, who knows us for the past, years since we established our company till today, will know that our brokers are our clients. So through our brokers, we get our clients, and we have a very good relationship with every brokerage company in Dubai, actually.
This is very important to have.
It is indeed. See, your platform is important, influencers, PRs, etc. Events every now and then. Important to create a noise well in the market, but to have a solid buyers, let's say, it's always through agents.
And are international exhibitions generating real investor leads, let's say?
Because again, most of these people are looking for opportunities to buy, and not all of them has probably the time or has the right guidance when they reach to Dubai, them to the right investment. So taking yourself as a developer internationally as well is very important. And that's one thing also we are doing actually.
Which is very important. I believe the face-to-face aspect creates automatic trust with many investors. Some are really not, let's say, old school, but they would need to meet you to have
old
this
school, and
trust.
as well, not all of them are aware of how Dubai is functioning. All of them are aware about the escrow accounts. Not all of them are aware that your money goes to a certain criteria, not to the developers, not to the agency, not to. So. Having us being there as well. Indeed.
Thank you so much, Ali.
You're mostly welcome.
I just want to briefly ask you to tell me a little bit more about Gulfland. What is Gulfland?
Gulfland Property Developers was established in 2022 actually as a boutique developer. And what we did was very interesting, Pamela, because we didn't just go from scratch. In other words, we looked into stopped projects and we revived it again. So our startup was, in fact, in JVC, we had our first project, and it was, a stopped project, and it was a stopped project for years with an X of developers that went back to the land department because of the escrow accounting thing. And when we came in as Gulfland, we came in and we took this project and we revived that project again. And in fact, also, I believe we did a favor for Dubai's market as well, because we did the settlements with the previous buyers, which not every developer today gives you that services.
Yes, and they can't make it all of them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that was our startup, where we looked into stopped projects, we revived that project, we handed over that project, and that was our startup point actually.
That's amazing.
As the developers. And as I told you earlier, also we look into a niche area and we look into promising location for our buyers, because at the end of the day, also for me as a boutique developer, to be able to grow and to be able to last long in the market, I need to build myself a very well reputation.
Yes.
And that will only come from trust, of my buyers that have already invested with me. Because even if they will not invest again, but they will create for me the noise that I want, or they will create for me the image for their referrals, their families, and this is how it is.
Yes.
The word of mouth marketing will always be there, regardless how much of platforms we have and this and that. the word of mouth is always important. So we always make sure also to have that checklist done as well.
Thank you so much,
You're
Ali.
mostly welcome. Thank you, Pamela.
you.
Thank you.
Invest wisely this Ramadan. Follow us and contact us for more information.